Hi guys, Miss Johnson again. I am here to read you another story for the day. It is called Pete the Cat and His Four Groovy Buttons. I know we know Pete the Cat very well. This is written by Eric Litwin. He is the author of the book, and the illustrations are by James Dean. James Dean is actually the one who created the character Pete the Cat, and then he had Eric Litwin write the words for it. So this is a cool one. It's different than the other ones we read before. We're going to read about his four groovy buttons. Ooh, cool buttons. Here's the title page. Pete the Cat put on his favorite shirt with four big, colorful, round, groovy buttons. He loved his buttons so much, he sang this song. My buttons, my four groovy buttons. My buttons, my four groovy buttons. Look at those groovy buttons. Pop! Oh no! One of the buttons popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? Can you tell how many are left? He had four. One rolled away. 3 buttons are left. You see the 3 on his shirt? 3. 4 minus 1 equals 3. That's subtraction. Remember learning about that in class? Did Pete cry? Goodness no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept singing his song. My 3 groovy buttons. My 3 groovy buttons. Pop! Oh no! Another button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? Okay, how many did he have? 3. 1 popped off. How many are left? 2. 3 minus 1 equals 2. Remember, minus the minus? Did Pete cry? Goodness no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. My 2 groovy buttons. My 2 groovy buttons. Pop! Oh no! Another button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? Maybe it was all that ice cream he's eating. So we had 2. 1 popped off. How many are left? 1. 2 minus 1 equals 1. Did Pete cry? Goodness no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept singing his song. My 1 groovy button. My 1 groovy button. Pop! Oh no! The last button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? He had 1. It popped off. How many are left? 0. 1 minus 1 equals 0. Did Pete cry? Goodness no. Buttons come and buttons go. Pete looked down at his buttonless shirt, and what do you think he saw? What do you think he saw now that his shirt's not buttoned? His belly button. And he kept on singing his song. It's all good. My button, still have my belly button. My button, still have my belly button. He's got a white belly button. I guess it simply goes to show that stuff will come and stuff will go. But do we cry? Goodness no. We keep on singing. Buttons come and buttons go. The end. That was a good book. I like that. And it had some math in there, some subtraction, which is lots of fun. All right, your challenge today has to do with the letter W. Remember, W says ooh, W. So here's my challenge to you. I want you to either go on a walk or look out a window and see if you can spy anything with your eyes that starts with a woo sound. If not, maybe you can just make something up in your imagination that you see. The woo sound for W. All right, I hope you guys are doing well. I miss you and I love you, and I will talk to you soon.